Hey everyone, it's me, Lisa, and I'm coming at you with another review. I wasn't planning to film tonight at all, but I just finished this book and I just want to capture the excitement that I got after finishing the book. And I feel that if I waited until tomorrow morning to really make up and put good clothes on instead of my sheet pajamas, it's not gonna be genuine. So I'm gonna do the first bit of review tonight. So I read this book out of Scribd. Scribd is an amazing platform. If you like audiobooks, it's an incredible platform. You are going to love it. It just has so many books. I read Fourth Wing from it. I read so many incredible books that are fantasy and they're all new, and I love it. I just love it. It's £10 a month, and I think that is incredible because contrary to audiobooks and Audible, all of the books are available, and at some point some of them become not available, but the bulk of it is available, so I love that. I have also the signed copy of these adventures, and I'm gonna show you the maps.
So here you see the very beautiful external edition. I didn't take off the cover because honestly it was not a beautiful thing. This is the signature, and here we have the map. The first map is gorgeous. We have a married down the side, really beautiful, and the illustration on the back is equally beautiful, and you will come to understand it while you read the book. And then we have internally another map that is the black and white version of the front map, which I think is super cool. The text is standard, and here we have those pamphlet type of things that are really cool. Overall, the book I think is gorgeous, and I wanted to show you also the beginning of the chapter that is quite nice, quite elegant, as the whole vibe of the book gives out.
The whole story, I'm going to explain it briefly, is showcasing Amina vs the scribe, and the majority of the narration is Amina's compared to The City of Brass. That was the book number 1 that she came out with. This one has a lot less showcasing point of views. The majority of the story is Amina's. Amina is basically a retired pirate. She is living with her daughter and mum, and she is living in a really rugged place, and she gets contacted by this person that is called Salima that has lost her daughter because she has escaped with a Frank. What is not shared in the story is the reason why she has escaped, but at the end of the day that will all get discovered, and she is bullied and threatened into complying with, and she is threatened into complying with out of the promise of being given money, and she wants to get back to the adventure of her youth, and so decides to go retrieve this girl that has escaped. And this is when the adventure starts, and I'm not gonna say anything about it, but it's a really cool sea adventure, and it all showcases encapsulation of real world magic, and it really fits in very well with the previous series that she has published. This is the Davabat series, which is the one that I've reviewed on the channel, and you will find it here. But it's a really great thing that it does tie in so well with it. Of course, the book is big, and I found that for me, what put me off it was throughout you really don't get why the scribe, and you don't get it until the end, which makes it better. But I found that for me it made the narration very staggering like, because there are instances when Amina is talking to the scribe is asking about inserting or not certain things. It is not linear, and because you don't know who the scribe is or why the scribe is there, it's kind of an ick, and I didn't love it. And so that was a thing that I didn't love, and it started kind of slow, as in the magic comes in quite late within the story, so that as well made it a little less appealing for me. I feel that came in probably from what I've read, from the passion that the author had with this real life story. So she wanted to bring in as much of the real life story as she could before introducing the magic, and that has potentially drawn the book back. However, when the story picks up, I found that it was great, because I have read the David Bad series and I really loved especially the last books. They were the best ones. The first one is kind of staggering as well, but the other two, plus the follow-up, the collection of stories, was so incredible, and I loved them. There were some negative points in those as well, but overall I really enjoyed the series, and having the same magical system rebound in here was an incredible thing for me. I really enjoyed being able to be flung back into the same world with the same magic, but with different characters in different epoch and era. I love that. I think that that is what other authors that I know have done. For example, Stephen King, when he narrates his stories, they are all based in the same universe where children are magical and special. And I find that this is amazing, because getting different characters within the same universe, narrating different stories, ties in everything together so nicely. And as a reader, you don't get tired of reading a universe that you love. You don't. You just love it and you keep going because it's what you like. It's why, for example, detective stories can have the same detective but very different murder mysteries, because you love the detective, so you come back for the detective. And this is how it works with fantasy and same universe kind of stories, and I really like it. I found that overall the narration is always beautiful. I think that this author really encapsulates the beauty of the Arab world, and the fact that there is this beauty is incredible, because I never read something from that side of the world, except I read some Orsini stuff. But overall, I think that Orsini has stories that are a lot more harsh, based in harsh realities that are based in the real world, whereas I think that she encapsulates the beauty of incredibility of the Arab world, like the mosques, the beauty surrounding religion, the beauty surrounding the monument, the beauty surrounding so many of the artifacts and stories that come into that world, which I think she really puts so much of it into all of her books. And I love that, because those descriptions are mouth-watering. They are so incredible in my opinion. She does them so well. So well. The characters here are a bit more adult compared to the one in her previous series. So for me it was a bit harder, of course, to relate to these characters, because Amina is a mother, I'm not a mother. She is very tall and I'm very not. So she is very different. She was also a very strong rebel. I'm nothing alike. I'm not a rebel. I'm a schoolgirl, someone that will spend her Saturday evening in bed reading this book. Not someone that would go out and party, and not someone that would defy the rules of logic, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm a lot more homey and based on that. But I loved the family aspect of it. The family was described marvelously, and it really encapsulated the importance that she gave to her daughter, and I really loved that in the overall novel. And overall I just feel that this book is, as the other one in the other series, The City of Brass, a bit hard to get into. So I really want the series to go forward as the other one did, with better books out as 2, 3, 4, however many there are gonna be in this series, because I feel that how this author works is that she creates beautiful universes, beautiful stories, but she has an incredible amount of setup to do. So for The City of Brass, it really felt like the story setup. There was adventure, but it was also a very strong story setup where we had a lot of political discussion, a lot of setup of everything that was happening, and so it really slowed it down. And in this one, I feel it's the same, that the very beginning of the story is such a story setup that it really slows it down, and then it picks up. But by the time it has picked up, I feel that if I had read this in paper format, I don't know what would have motivated me to continue in certain bits of it. Overall, I feel that this might be a potential downfall of this author, because if this is not what you like and you like stories that are picking up instantly and getting into it straight away, you are not gonna love it from the get-go, because this one is a lot more setting up kind of thing. I'm really looking forward to reading the rest of the series though, because I really like this author and I really like what she produces. I love the settings, I love everything else, so I really want to give the sequels a really good chance of recapturing my heart and making it great for me. So overall, I hope this review wasn't too rambly, but from all I've said, I think that you can figure out if you want to pick this book up or not. And I feel that if you have read the rest of the work that she has done, you might feel the same way that I did. The beginning is always staggering, but I think that she's worth the wait, she's worth sticking with in order to go forward and get into the rest of the story that normally is great. So I'm very excited for the rest of it. So let me know in the comments below if you are a Chackraborty fan and if you are planning to pick up any of her books, really, because I would be happy to know your opinion on any of them, because I've read all of them. So whatever you want to share in the comments regarding this author or regarding the fact that she really doesn't interest you is fine for me. I'm gonna remind you that the review of this book will be on my blog, so if you want a written review of this and you want to subscribe to my blog where I post exclusive reviews of books that I don't post on the YouTube channel, because I cannot possibly register a video for every single book that I read, you are gonna be welcome there. I will leave a link down below. Please check it out and leave a like, that is always appreciated. And if you like this video, like this review, please subscribe to the channel, and we will see each other in the next one. Bye guys!